I've had a number of experiences where someone at church said something or did something that was hurtful or caused me pain. And I know in each of those cases, that person did not mean to hurt me. They did not mean to cause me pain. They just really thought they were doing what was right. And they were trying to, defend truth or defend the Savior, but they caused me pain. And as I've reflected on these experiences, someone once pointed out to me the story of Peter and Jesus as Jesus was leaving Gethsemane and getting arrested. Peter, an apostle, tried to defend Jesus, and he did that by cutting off a soldier's ear. And he hurt someone trying to defend Jesus. And then what did Jesus do? He healed the wound. And I found that to be true for me as well, that when someone has tried to defend the Savior but has caused me pain, it's the Savior who heals the wound. And I had a really powerful experience of this happening back in the fall of 2015. The church in November 2015 issued a policy about LGBTQ people and their children, and it was really painful for me. And I remember going to church shortly after this happened and just feeling so angry. I just sat in sacrament meeting feeling so angry. And one of my friends was sitting next to me, and when sacrament meeting was over, she could tell that I was upset because I wear my heart on my sleeve. And she said, "Ben, how are you doing?" And I was like, "I am leaving and I don't want to come back." And she was the primary president, and she said, "Ben, just come to primary today." And so I went to primary, and for 2 hours just sat on a chair that was too small for me, and I sang songs about Jesus. And while I was there, the pain didn't fully go away. Everything wasn't made right, but I felt the love of God. And I walked out of that building that day knowing that I would be back. And even though I had been caused pain by something that the church did, it was Jesus that healed me. And I know that, this kind of message isn't like I can't take away your pain. I can't make you feel better about things. But I just want to acknowledge that when I've been hurt, it's the Savior that has healed me.